The Biden administration facing backlash for comments President Biden had made off camera. This was at a campaign fundraiser in Washington late Wednesday, in which he described one of America's closest allies as xenophobic.
And Newsmax chief White House correspondent James Rosen is live at our Washington newsroom with the latest. James, good morning.
Logan and Emma, good morning to you. Merriam-Webster defines xenophobic as a fear of or prejudice against anything foreign. It is akin to calling someone a racist. And at Wednesday night's fundraiser, President Biden leveled exactly that charge against 3 of America's top 10 trading partners. One of the reasons why our economy is growing is because of you and many others. Why? Because we welcome immigrants, the president said. Think about it, he continued. Why is China stalling so badly economically? Why is Japan having trouble? Why is Russia? Why is India? Because they're xenophobic. They don't want immigrants. Immigrants are what makes us strong, not a joke, unquote. The unprecedented diplomatic insult by an American president targeted 2 countries Mr. Biden has honored with state dinners, India and Japan, whose prime minister, Fumio Kishida, was welcomed here less than a month ago. The incident has caused an uproar in Delhi and Tokyo, and in her briefing with reporters aboard Air Force One en route to North Carolina yesterday, White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre struggled to explain the president's comments and fell far short of diffusing the diplomatic crisis they have provoked.
The broader case that he was trying to make, which I think most leaders and allies across the globe understand, is he was saying that when it comes to who we are as a nation, we are a nation of immigrants. That is in our DNA.
The word xenophobic is a very pejorative and negative word, particularly to use against an ally. Is that what he meant?
Look, the president was very clear, and I think
he wasn't very clear. I mean, that's why we're asking you.
Well, look, here's what I'm saying. He was talking about who we are as a country.
2 other quick notes. The White House announced yesterday it is moving ahead with plans to enroll into Obamacare the so-called Dreamers, the roughly 800,000 children of undocumented migrants who were brought here illegally by their parents. And later today, Mr. Biden will present the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor, to nearly 20 recipients, including 2 former Democratic presidential nominees, Al Gore and John Kerry, as well as Nancy Pelosi, James Clyburn, Michael Bloomberg, and Phil Donahue. Emma and Logan.
Right, some recognizable names there. James Rosen, thank you very much. And I know, Logan, you pointed out just truly the slip of the tongue that we've seen from President Biden when it comes to the impact it can have when you're calling an ally something as charged as xenophobic.
It's honestly, at this point in time, it's part of a pattern. The way that this administration has kind of ruffled the feathers of allies, whether you see Israel, whether you see what just happened with Japan. You don't get that same type of tough talk from President Biden when it comes to the Ayatollah in Iran, who's killing women for refusing to wear hijabs. You don't hear that same. I mean, we know he mentioned xenophobia when it came to China, but you don't hear him talk tough about Xi and these adversaries. And it's just part of a pattern of holding your allies to a different standard than adversaries who want to either see the U.S. economy collapse, maybe a direct war with the U.S. And it's really dangerous because we need allies. We have a very dangerous world. We see China, Russia, Iran, North Korea coming together. And, you know, Japan, Europe, Canada, the U.S. And right now there seems to be so many tensions between that Western side, whereas the other side is kind of all lined up in cahoots, doing military drills together, so on and so forth.
Everyone's watching,
yeah.
And every decision is an important one.